Welcome to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to start your coaching journey. First, select whether you want to play online or offline. An online Dynasty is where you can invite your friends and also import your own custom-created schools through Team Builder. Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. The Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Iowa State's offense will get the first crack at it here. While these two might have struggled to stay prominent on the national stage, the Cy-Hawk Trophy always carries paramount importance.
And it means so much to the fans. Been to these games a lot of times. The energy is through the roof, and they both want to destroy.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Hawkeyes dominated the last time they saw the Clones.
Iowa State had no answers in that game. They just came out, they looked flat, they weren't able to execute. They've got to be ready to answer the bell in this one.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets in your head, Jesse. You know how it is, man. Rivalry games and you haven't had a lot of success. You need something to go your way early to get you some confidence.
First down for the offense.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. He wants to throw. He's got it. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. The give on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Shields. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Now the play fake. Gets rid of it. Ran through the contact. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Makes a catch and knocked down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run the counter. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered on.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? He makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll give it to the back. Just ran him over. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Hand off from the shotgun. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Throws toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Iowa! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Snags it over the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Afterburner's coming. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They'll test the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. And they're churning out positive yardage early.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough.
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's looking to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the catch at the 15. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Iowa State, 6.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me?
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Cyclones have moved it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the... He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
And nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half. And listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. Going up top on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Timeout, Iowa.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. He wants to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The Cyclones will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Running back searching for a hole. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just won't be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the move very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now the pitch. Shakes off the tackler. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Just plowing down the field. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier. Just destroying his way through the field. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, they didn't get the field goal there, but still a 22-point lead to work with. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
10-yard loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're trying to get to it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Iowa has the ball back on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll go right back to it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach
gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the punishment has been extended. No doubt Herky the Hawkeye is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team, always, that on being the most physical unit on game day, and right now they are pounding Iowa State.
And Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry to sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found the way to get W's.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the...
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Nice move to stay on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Hall. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Iowa! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Coming after it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Oh, what a move! And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Makes a man miss. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,